by Jay Nathaniel. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
Junior taking a shot deep. Open target. Her third. From left to right. Sets off. Oh,
Down!
watch where he's going to step. He's going to go for it. It fell from the sky into Aaron Ike's hand.
Out of conference play is coming to an end, and we have a top 15 matchup. The number 9 Iowa Hawkeyes take on the number 13 LSU Tigers, and it's a blast from the past here in the booth. My name is Cade Padgett. Joining me for the first time in over a season, Dominic Barfield. Dom, I'm thrilled we have found our way back into the booth together.
Yeah, hey man, how'd you get in here? Long time no see.
I got told that there was a good game going on over on Twitch, and I didn't want to watch it. So I came over here to YouTube, and we got Iowa, we got LSU, and this one tonight is going to be a matchup of age versus inexperience. Can Declan Murphy, the sophomore, match the senior Tavon Moss? What do you think is going to happen tonight?
Well, I think this is going to be a completely explosive game tonight. We got the fourth overtime overall matchup. LSU currently leads this series 2-1. Let's see how it ends.
Declan Murphy takes the snap, hands it off to Bo Styles. Styles running it to the left side, adds a good gain, fighting for a tough 5 yards on the play.
Okay, you know what they say, Bo knows and Bo knows ball. That is a good hard run for 5 yards.
And Styles goes as this offense goes over 300 rushing yards on the season. Murphy fires it over the middle into zone coverage, finds Kane Harris, a tough 10-yard gain. And that is how this Iowa offense runs. You get it going with Styles, allows the arm of Declan Murphy to get it going behind.
Well, but also don't forget, Declan also can run. 31 carries entering the game for 116 yards. Declan does have wheels too.
3-by-1 set. Murphy takes the snap, hangs in, stepping to his right, fires it back left, wide open behind his own coverage. One broken tackle. 15, 10, 5, touchdown. 57 yards. Kane Harris, the Hawkeyes strike first.
And the Sugarhand Karras finds the way into the end zone after a little bit of razzle-dazzle, breaking off the would-be tackler. That is a quick, efficient, explosive drive here for the Hawkeyes. 3 plays and a tutty. They do not fear Death Valley tonight, Cade.
Now, I believe that's Kane Harris's first touchdown on the season. The 5-star freshman out of Washington, D.C., showing why he was brought to Iowa to make big plays like that. And 3 plays later, it's 70 yards and a touchdown. And coming on the road against a ranked opponent, you may be the higher team in this case, which Iowa is. Iowa was favored coming into this game, but LSU has to defend home turf. What do we want to see from Tavon Moss?
Well, first thing we want to see is for you to have correct information. That is his 5th touchdown on the season. So let's go ahead and start with there. But to follow it up, after we have a little bit of wiggle and that stiff arm, as Kylan Oden's going to pick up 35 yards on that return. I mean, what else do we really need to say? Entering the game, Tavon Moss, 75 for 107. He's got 4 touchdowns, 2 picks on the season. He's got a long ball of 81 coming into it. The man's got a cannon, Cade.
My broadcast sheet is showing 0 for 0 for Kane Harris. I was curious about that. Moss dumps it off over the middle, finds Dior Walker on the drag route, and gets a tough 7 yards.
No, don't worry. You're washed up over in Twitch land here in YouTube. I got the stats. I got you covered. I will run those for you, my man.
3-by-1 set. Moss in the shotgun. He takes the snap. He's in the pocket, fires it to the right side at the first down marker as Mikey Fusaro gets exactly what he needs and moves the chains.
Nice little throw it out to the flat, nothing flashy. Just pick up the first down, reset the chains, and come back and go firing again.
And Moss under center, 2 tight ends in the formation. Moss drops back, fires it to the right side again, all alone in the flats. Mr. Reliable Bob McBoberson Roberts for 4 yards.
We love when Big Bob makes big tight end plays. That is just the trick of the trade.
And coming over from Oregon, Bob McRoberts is one of the most sought-after transfers. He's got 200 yards on the season with 3 touchdowns. He is a very reliable target for Moss. Now we get to see Kylan Oden running it to the left side. 5 yards, sets up a 3rd and short.
And the Oden force fears no mere man, for he is not immortal, and he will strike down with the wrath of the Norse god. What a run to the left. Had a nice little bit of blocking. Comes up a little bit short of picking it up and sets up a 3rd and 1.
And 2 tight ends in the formation, 1 receiver each side tight. Moss hands it off to Odin. Odin running it to the right side, breaking tackles. Needed one, got two, and it is enough for an LSU first down.
And that's the kind of effort you like to see from your running backs, Cade. Shakes off the one tackle, says, don't think so. Leans forward, gets the first down. It's just that grit.
And two tight ends in the formation again for Moss. Motion the tight end from right to left. Moss hands it off to Odin on the power. He's got a good lead blocker. Gets a nice Tony 10, first one of the night. Sets up 2nd and inches.
Oh, we call that 2nd and Cade down here, my man.
Why Why does everybody do that?
I don't know what to tell you there, Cade, so.
You know what? Moss under center, hangs back, he's hanging in, fires it off his back foot into traffic, and Pat Barry got his hands up to knock it away. Still 3rd and inches.
And he was ready to take that back like a bad Christmas present. Just had too much time looking downfield, could not bring it in.
2-by-2 set, Moss. Motion to a 3-by-1. Fires it to the left side on a little screen with no lead blockers, but Lewis Faircloth big enough to get the first down. 6 yards on the reception.
You know, Cade, one time for the one time. Wide receiver screen. What are the odds?
3-by-1 set, Moss under center. Takes the snap, it's a 7-step drop, fires it to the right side, wide open on the corner route. Biting through the tackle is Daxton Bliss on the edge of goal to go. 17 yards, Tigers are on the move.
And that's just beautiful execution right there, Kate. As you watch this replay, he is going to cut out. He's going to take advantage of that zone defense, just split the middle of the defenders, pick that ball up. He's going to try to fight it, could not get it. He's going to get down at the 10, and he is going to be firmly inside the PX1 Sports red zone.
Yeah, they can get a first down here, but it would take a miracle for them to get a first down and not score. 2-by-2 set. Moss hands it off to Odin. Odin running it to the left side, gets 2, brought down immediately on the play.
Now, one thing that I will mention, Iowa has been known to not really finish quality drives inside the red zone. A big emphasis for them to pick that up. And by Iowa, I certainly meant LSU. I am tripping.
3-by-1, Moss fading left, fires it back right into traffic and knocked away. Dalton Mercer, his first deflection of the night. 3rd and 8 coming up. 3-by-1 set. Moss is under center. Drops back, hangs in, fires it to the left side, into traffic, and intercepted. 10, 15, 20 going out, 1 broken tackle, stumble on the play to the 45-yard line. Come the Hawkeyes, and freshman Aaron Skinner with the turnover.
And Skinner just sits on it. He eyes the quarterback the entire way and just says, yoink, let me get that. And it takes a lineman to hawk him down. Meanwhile, over on Twitch, 13-yard touchdown pass to Brennan Walsh for the Aggies to go up 7-3 on Clemson. 5:22 remains in the first.
Yeah, Skinner got that interception. It went right into his hands. It's just a questionable throw from Tavon Moss. If you're Moss, you really can't make that throw. You've got points in your back pocket. But now we get to see Iowa. Bo Styles getting the carry here. 6 yards, sets up a 2nd and 4.
Well, Kate, a little analysis that I saw when we watched that back. If he throws that to the pylon, he's there all day. He tries to throw that back inside, and the DB's just sitting right on there and just hawks that ball.
Through pocket like an Iowa Hawkeye. 3-by-1 motion to a 2-by-2. Murphy takes the snap. LSU bringing pressure. Murphy can't get it off, and he does get it off. Ball harmlessly hits the turf. Lucky to get that one off.
And there's not going to be any replay. They're going to say definitively that ball was in forward motion.
Yeah, I would say that it was in forward motion. You know, I feel like the ball may have hit the back of his offensive lineman's head. Kind of went backwards right there. Murphy takes the snap. LSU only bringing 4. Murphy left sideline, on the sideline, backing his way out as Kane Harris scored the touchdown. Now gets the first down.
And that catch is good on Sunday. Submitted the application to the 10 toes down challenge. Gets both feet inbounds, and that's just a beautiful open throw by Declan Murphy.
25-yard line going in is Iowa. 2-by-2 set. Styles to the right of Declan Murphy. Takes the snap, hands it off to Styles, running it up the middle, cutting back left, has the first down, doing a little bit of a wiggle. 12 yards inside the 15. Red zone opportunity for Iowa.
The way that Styles shifts right to left and just absolutely hits the afterburners, it's just a work of art. Plants that foot, says hit, and he's gone.
3-by-1 set. Murphy gives it to Styles, running left again. He's got a big hole, lowers his shoulder, past the first down, and it is a 1st and goal, Iowa.
Right now, it is all Hawkeyes right here. Bend, don't break. Tigers defense does not have a lot of field to work with. They've got to find a way to try to hold them at least 2-3 points.
3-by-1 set. Murphy hands it off to his running back. I believe that's Manny Mercy. Mercy only gets a yard on the play.
And Mercy was given on this defense. They found a way to wrap him up and keep him out of the end zone. That is the kind of pursuit to the ball you want to see by this Tiger defense.
On the road here, I would call this 4-down territory for Iowa on the 1-yard line going in. Murphy takes the snap, steps to his right, fires it over the middle, wide open, easy pitch and catch to Dante De La Vega. 1-yard touchdown, Buckeyes in the end zone again.
Well, like you said, it was an easy pitch and catch. There was enough of a pocket. Murphy had a knock on him to stroll over to the right, scan, let everybody continue their routes, found Dante in the back of the end zone, and it was simply, don't put too much mustard on it, put it right on the numbers, let him grab it and haul it in. That is just a well-written drive off of the turnover. You could not ask for more there, Cade.
Well, their first scoring drive was 3 plays. This one a little bit longer, 8 plays right here to give them the 14-0 lead with 3:58 left in the first quarter. But if you're LSU, there's no reason to panic. There's no reason to get out of your game plan, anything like that. There's still way too much time left, and just do what you do. You got a very tough win over a strong Clemson team last week.
Then I agree, and that's only Moss's 3rd interception on the season. While you do look at that and say, well, that's an average of one a week. You know what? Sometimes that's going to happen. Sometimes balls are just going to come out wrong, and you've got to find a way to just dig that away, get back on the next drive, and act like it didn't happen, and still play your brand of offense. Like you said, it's still too early in this game.
Exactly. 2 tight ends in the formation. Moss under center. 7-step drop. Fires it to the left side into tight coverage. Knocked away. Colt Mormon got his hand in there as well as another Hawkeye, and it's 2nd down.
I'm a big fan of the corner route, but the DB just about almost ran that route for the receiver.
And 3-by-1 set. Moss under center. Takes the snap. Hangs in the pocket, fires it to the right side into traffic, and knocked away by the freshman Michael Cole. Tavon Moss sitting at 50% completion percentage.
Defense is showing a lot of exotic blitzes and different looks, and they are keeping this offense in shambles currently.
3-by-1 Moss, screen pass to the boundary. Does Kylan Oden have the blockers? No, he does not. Needed 10, only got 1. Throw it short, you stay short, and LSU's going to punt it away.
Well, you know what they say, Cade, 60% of the time, the screen works every time. And unfortunately, we are living in the negative right there.
Yeah, that was one of that 40% right there. It just wasn't. You don't want to call it a 3rd and screen on 3rd and long because it's just such a low percentage play. I'm in favor of the screen pass, but on 1st or 2nd down. That way, in the event that it doesn't work, you can still get it back. You look at Iowa here, far more success in the passing game, but 5 passes and 5 runs. They have been the definition of balanced, and that is what makes this Hawkeye offense go. 2 receivers to the bottom. Exactly. 2 receivers to the bottom of the screen, 2 backs in the backfield. Murphy running the read option to the left side and brought down for a loss on the play. Billy Davis on the stop.
Billy Davis had enough. He's tired of them running any way they want to on this defense. He just says, nah, I don't think so. Come here and put him on a poster. That is a heads-up call there by Moss calling his number. Hands that off to Oden. Oden gets destroyed in the backfield.
2nd and 11 right there. Murphy lost the yard on the keeper. Hands it to Styles this time. Styles running it to the right side and gets absolutely blasted backwards. Don't see that happen with both Styles, but still an 8-yard gain.
No, you don't see me making 2 mistakes back-to-back calling the wrong team. Freshman mistakes, right? It's my first game I've ever called. Let's go with that.
2 receivers to the top, 2 backs in the backfield with Murphy. Takes the snap, hands it to Styles up the middle, but the Tigers are there in bunches. Stopped immediately on the play. Jay Reed gets credited with the stop, and it is a 4th down, and the Hawkeyes, their first punt of the night.
And it takes the pride of Tigers to make an impact, and an impact they indeed made. Forcing Iowa to their first punt as we watch this ball angle to the sideline.
Fielded at the 20, brought out to about the 28-yard line by Billy Davis. Just outside of the 30-yard line, this Hawkeye defense has done great, limiting big plays for LSU and just keeping everything underneath, including forcing the turnover. But now, can Tavon Moss and can this offense find their groove? Typically, when you're at home, it's a lot easier to get things going than when you're on the road, so that does help for LSU. Moss fires it over the middle, has a receiver on the slant routes. Mikey Fusaro for a Tony 10, sets up a 2nd and inches.
Good old 2nd and Cade. Love to see. But if you look at what Iowa's doing, they're putting 7 in the box. They're forcing Tavon to have to throw the ball, and they're having to figure out where's the open holes.
Offset I formation for Tavon Moss and LSU. Moss dropping back, fires it to the right side, and everyone is covered on the back end. Another incompletion, 3rd and inches.
Again, that's just credit to the exotic looks that they are giving this Tiger offense. They are putting them in fits, and it is just a long, hard way right now to get any positive yards.
Moss hands it to Odin. Odin running it to the right side, tough 4 yards, and moves the chains for the Tigers.
Over on Twitch, 3-yard touchdown pass to Spencer Beatty as Texas A&M goes up 14-3 on Clemson with 1:37 left in the first.
Offset I right now. Moss under center, 1 receiver each side. Motions to tight end from left to right. Moss, 7-step drop, fires it to the right side. On the little out route, caught by Daxton Bliss Jr. 14 yards, and into enemy territory goes LSU.
Hey, those long out routes can absolutely be dangerous, especially if they're playing in zone. If you can get that front man to sink down, that is nothing but open opportunity.
Moss takes the snap, hangs in, getting pressured, fires it to the left side and into his own sideline. Everyone was covered on the back end.
That is a good way to throw that ball away. That pocket breaks down. There is nobody open. Just get it out of bounds and live to see the next play.
2-by-2 set, Moss under center. Hands it to Odin on the draw. Odin up the middle, fighting for yards, only gets 3, sets up a 3rd and 7.
That halfback draw can absolutely be feast and famine. Odin's going to be happy to pick up 3 yards, setting up a 3rd and medium here, Cade.
3-by-1 set, Odin to the right of Tavon Moss. Moss takes the snap. Iowa bringing pressure. Moss gets hit as he throws and finds his receiver on the right side. 14 yards for Daxton Bliss, and it is a 1st down LSU.
And that is just a big play by the experienced Tavon Moss, throwing that ball out of the sack, saying my man's there somewhere, and a big pickup for the 1st.
Yeah, that's the senior leadership of Tavon Moss, trusting his receivers that they'll be there. Play action. Moss fires it to the right side again on the sideline. It's Bob McRoberts for 5 yards. It's up 2nd and 5.
When in doubt, throw it out to Big Bob McRoberts.
3-by-1. Moss with Odin to his right. Takes the snap. Moss fires it to the left side on the double out route. Hits Bob McRoberts. 1 broken tackle inside the 10 goes the big tight end. And it is 1st and goal LSU.
Cade, you can tell that Bob McRoberts is hungry. He is looking for the end zone so he can get that cookie. I don't know if you know this, but when the man finds Pater, we feed that man a crumble cookie. And right now, sweet corn cookies are on the menu this week at Crumble.
Yeah, he is begging for a cookie in chat right now. No cookie for big number 42 yet, but they're 3 yards away from punching it into the end zone. 2 tight ends in the formation. I formation behind Tavon Moss. Turns around, hands it to the fullback, and it is Dior Walker walking his way in for a touchdown. The Tigers are on the board.
Man, I will tell you what, it is a different day when you throw a tight end in the back on that eye. Man, you get that big boy in motion, and it is hard to stop him, and they made it look easy as D-Walk is going to find the end zone. LSU is now only down 7 points with 25 seconds left in the 1st quarter. Cade, I believe that was the picture-perfect way that LSU comes out and responds. They have faced adversity so far, but they are up to the assignment here in Death Valley.
Yeah, that was the response they needed after 2 touchdown drives by the Hawkeyes. LSU kind of slowed everything down, got themselves back in it with the touchdown right there. 31-yard return by Manny Mercy. Now we get to see the Hawkeyes. How are they going to respond to a little bit of adversity? They had their first punt, then LSU drove down and got a touchdown. So what are we going to see from Declan Murphy? 3-by-1 set. Murphy calls his own number on the read option to the right side, kind of stutters a little bit, slows down the defense, and gets enough for a 1st down.
Well, Kate, I'm going to be honest with you. Just your first punt after three drives, I don't think there's any panic here. Defense gives up a point, but this offense has been lethal so far. I'm pretty sure they're going to get back and keep doing their same thing.
Murphy, play action pass, fires it over the middle into traffic, and there is a flag on the play. I think we're going to add a couple more yards onto this one.
And indeed we are. The face mask comes out.
It's a dreaded call for Jay Reed right there, just adding 15 yards onto what was already a really good run. And now at the 35-yard line going into Iowa, but we are at zeros on the clock. Iowa leads LSU 14-7. You are watching the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports on YouTube. Get those twos in chat. We'll be right back. The first quarter has come and gone. Iowa leads LSU 14-7 and has the ball in LSU territory. Declan Murphy takes the snap, getting pressured, fires it over the middle on a tight slant route, caught by Brykeem Alvarez. His first catch of the night goes for 14 yards, and it's a Hawkeye first down.
And if I'm not mistaken, Xavier Pope got some hang time trying to block that and just zipped the ball right at them.
And two backs in the backfield with Murphy, two receivers to the bottom. Murphy fires it across the middle of the field, hits Kane Harris again. Early favorite target in this first half. His fifth catch, he's already over the century mark.
Over on Twitch, 1-yard touchdown run for Bojack Merriweather and Clemson. Clemson shortens the lead 14-10 with 8:06 left in the second.
2x2 set. Murphy, read option to the left side. He's got some good blocks, stretching it out. Gets absolutely planted on the end of it, but it's a 7-yard run for a first down.
Planted indeed. My ribs are now hurting. Oh, man, what a hit.
Two receivers to the bottom, there are two backs in the backfield. Styles gets the carry, and there's a whole herd of Tigers only getting a yard on the play. Styles brought down immediately.
And beasting and feasting, Bo Styles thought he was. Seems like the Tigers ended up feasting on the tackle.
3-5-1 set. Murphy in the shotgun. Takes the snap, hands it to Styles on the stretch, and it's going nowhere. Tigers there from the jump. Losing 4 on the play. A.J. Lucier bringing him down.
If there's anybody who's known for solid hands and sure tackling, you think of Lucier as one of the best DNs in the league.
Third and goal from the 10-yard line. They're 1 for 2 on third down. Are the Iowa Hawkeyes 2x2. Murphy to the back of the end zone. Into the hands of Brykeem Alvarez. Toe drag swag. Touchdown. Hawkeyes.
And
by 2.
And Brykeem the Dream lays it out, gets the 10 toes down, snags it out the back, and says, "Dot." What a snag there, as Iowa's now back up by 14 with 7:37 left in the second quarter.
Yeah, that's what you got to do if you're Declan Murphy. Throw the ball where only your receiver can catch it, and it took just about everything for Brykeem Alvarez to lay out and catch that one. And now we get to see LSU coming back. They finally strung together a good offensive drive. Can they do it again? You kind of like what LSU did last time, or you want to see a little bit more run, a little bit more pass?
The last drive resulted in points. You don't move away until they force you, and you're just going to have to lean on that defense to pull up a turnover somewhere for you.
2x2. Moss calls his own number on the read option to the left side. He's got some good blocks. Throwing a stiff arm. It's a tough 6 yards.
Hey, it ain't got to be easy every time. That is just the heart and tenacity. Sometimes you got to fight through the adversity, fight through the tackles, and just drop the shoulder, lay it forward, and pick up what you can.
3-by-1 set. Moss in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Fires it over the middle on the crossing route. Finds Mikey Fusaro for 7 yards, and it is a first down Tigers.
I'll tell you what, Fusaro's got some sneaky speed and some good hands for a receiver.
And 2-by-2 set. Moss in the shotgun. Read option to the right side again. He's got good blocks, puts a little wiggle stick, runs past the defender, and gets a strong 9 yards.
And just absolutely doing everything to make it count. You know, we see some love going on in the chat here. You know what, Cade? I love you too, bro.
3-by-1 set. Moss is under center. Moss takes the snap. Fires it to Big Bob McRoberts. He catches that one. 7 yards on the reception. 4th catch of the night, and it is a first down LSU.
Couldn't find pay dirt on that last drive, but that man is fighting for any kind of cookies he can eat. He is trying to gobble them up tonight.
Now one receiver each side, offset I for LSU. Moss is under center. Hands it to Kylan Oden, running it to the left side, running through tacklers, fighting for yards. 7-yard gain for Kylan Oden. It sets up a 2nd and 3.
And that just gives credit to Oden there. 7-man in the box, had way more defenders than they had blockers, and just fighting and making it work, picking up 7.
3-by-1 set for Tavon Moss. Hands it off to his running back, running it to the left side is Jalen Whitaker, wide receiver coming to play running back. It's a tough 3 yards.
You always like it when the wide receiver sneaks back in the backfield to take that handoff. You got somebody who's got sneaky fast speed and can wiggle and jiggle. Hey, hand it off and let's see what the kid can shape. Setting up a 3rd and 1.
3-by-1 set. Moss under center with Whitaker behind him. Moss fires it to the left side, right on the edge of the red zone. Lewis Faircloth 11 yards on the reception, and it is a first down LSU. Frosty, you stop that.
Hey, you know what? I've seen that too, without hangout.
Oh my God. Moss under center. Motions just tight end in from left to right. Moss steps in, fires it to the left side on the corner route. Toe tapping his Kurt Ward, 16 yards. First and goal, Tigers.
And I mean, Lone Star, can you blame it when you see your quarterback just feather it over to a walk-on as he gets out of bounds? It's hard not to get excited when there's some exciting football going on this field right now. And I believe they're going to take a look and review it. It looked good to me from up here, Cade.
I don't hate the decision to review it. I mean, it is tight on the sideline. That's a catch that's on Sundays as far as I'm concerned. But most sideline catches, it doesn't hurt to take a second look at. Let's hear what the ref says.
That, to no surprise there, Cade. I mean, to me, it looked like he almost had his feet down so secured. He was inside of the turf. That man was dedicated to getting those toes down.
Yeah, play stands. First and goal, LSU. 3-by-1 set. Moss is under center. Moss hangs in, stepping right, fires it out of the back of the end zone. Didn't like what he saw.
Neil, under the grass doesn't count. I don't know, because toes might be under, but part of that foot still contacting grass. That's down.
2-by-2 set. Moss in the shotgun. Iowa bringing a little pressure. Moss dumps it off to Kylan Oden on the Texas right out of the backfield. 5-yard touchdown, Tigers.
Cade, looks to me like the Tigers are comfortable now. It just took them a little bit. It was almost like a cold start, like a diesel engine, but they're now warmed up and running. We could be looking into a potential shootout here, and don't get me excited with a fun time. I am here for a shootout. LSU is looking good on offense now. They're just going to have to expect this defense to come out and get a stop here.
Yeah, this Iowa offense has not been stopped many times tonight, but LSU is up for the task at their home field, giving them just a little bit of added momentum. But now you see Michael Cole, 26 yards on the return. See some of the highlights from this game so far. I mean, 5:05 left. Is it a little early to say that we're going to get into some clock control?
You know what? I mean, that's the credit of Iowa. They can slow it down, bounce it out, and they can really take clock with them if they want to.
Delayed draw to Bo Styles. Styles up the middle, fighting through a Lucier tackle, only gets 3.
And I mean, I'm the weird guy that says, you know, hey, I like to take time off the clock, leave them with as little time as possible. LSU is going to get the ball at half, so I'm not trying to let them get into a 2-possession give and take.
Murphy fires it to the left side, has Kane Harris again. His 6th catch, already up to 119 yards.
And I think when you think of Kane Harris tonight, you are thinking security blanket, because he is just there.
3-by-1 set. Murphy calls his own number on the read option, right up A gap, rolling forward for a Tony 10, 2nd and inches.
Now, 2nd and Cade here coming up, and what a good way for Murphy to call his own number. Does not give the handoff and scrambles forward for almost 10 yards.
2 backs in the backfield, 2 receivers to the bottom of the screen for Iowa. Murphy play action, dumps it off over the middle into traffic, into the awaiting hands of his receiver. It's Kane Harris, none other than his 7th catch of the night.
Now, you know what they say, when in doubt, pad slant it out.
Yep, the slant route is the most unstoppable route in the CFSL. Can't tell me otherwise. 3-by-1 set. Murphy hands it off to Styles. Styles running it to the left side. Gets 4. Sets up a 2nd and 6.
See, you say the slant route. I challenge you and tell you that the corner route would like to have a word with you.
It just depends on the defense. It depends on the receiver, the quarter. It depends on a lot of things. To me, it's the slant route. Yeah, corner routes are just outside elongated slant routes. I don't know what to tell you. Like, everything, the way you look at it, is a slant route. 2 backs in the backfield. Murphy takes the snap, hands it to Styles. Styles right up the gut. Gets more than he needs. First down, Iowa.
Okay, sit here and explain to me how the go route is a slant.
It's just like a really long slant route.
It's straight vertical.
Yeah, there's a slight angle. 3-by-1 set. Murphy hands it off to Mercy. Mercy fighting and loses a yard on the play.
And as for Mercy, and no mercy was given by Lucier, he picks up his 4th tackle in his 2nd TFL on the night.
2nd and 11 on the 30-yard line. Going in is Iowa. 3-by-1 set. Murphy takes the snap, calls his own number on the read option, running it to the right side. Has great blocks downfield, needed one more. Inside the 15 goes Declan Murphy.
And that's a hard run there by Murphy. But you have to give credit to the wide receivers. Getting down there, holding their blocks. Look at them, just getting them both to the dirt, picking up the additional one, tries to shake and bake, and just too many men down there. Oh, that is just textbook blocking by the receivers.
It is first down for Iowa inside the 15-yard line. Murphy hands it to Mercy on the delayed draw. Mercy running it to the left side, running through defenders, gets 6 yards, sets up 2nd and 4.
And you know what, Neil, you were so right. How could I be silly? You slant from the line of scrimmage straight up the field. That's completely on me, bro. My bad.
Exactly. Thank you. 3-by-2 set. Empty formation. Murphy jab steps, hangs in. Steps to his left, fires it back right, and out of the back of the end zone. Didn't find anybody. 3rd and 4 coming up.
Now it looks like he was just trying to get that ball out of the back of the end zone. Luke's seen another play, but there was a couple Tiger defenders inside. That could have been scary.
2-by-2 set for Declan Murphy. Takes the snap. LSU only bringing 3. They're going to get pressure, though. Fading off his back foot. Caught by both Styles, but falls immediately. Loses 2 on the play. 4th and 6. Red zone stand for the Tigers.
You almost kind of wish he doesn't make that catch, as Lucier's going to pick up his 5th tackle and 3rd TFL on the technicality there. At just you almost wish he doesn't catch that, as you're now having to kick from the left hash.
Yeah, left hash for a right-footed kicker is not the worst thing in the world. I mean, it's here's the thing. You'd rather it doesn't matter whether it's a catch or an incompletion. Iowa's taking a field goal, and with 2:13 left, it's 24-14. And now we get to see LSU in a little bit of 2-minute offense. They still have all of their timeouts. If I'm Tavon Moss, nothing needs to speed up, but I'm not going to want to run this ball right here.
You know, I'm going to be real with you. I'd really like to challenge that. I mean, running has been effective. I'm not saying it needs to be your focus. You can still pepper in a run here or there with 2 minutes and 3 timeouts.
1 back in the backfield, 2 receivers each side. Moss hands it off to Odin. Odin gets 2 yards. They are going to bleed a little bit of clock here.
They're not worried about using any timeouts. Nope, take it back. They used a lot of the first timeout.
They're not going to bleed any clock. I'm wrong. 3-by-1 set. Moss under center. Moss takes the snap, hands it to Odin again. Odin running through tacklers, fighting, gets 4, sets up a 3rd and 3.
And see, now here's the point where if you're going to start peppering in the run game, you need to start using a little of hurry up. And they're not really in any mood to be pressing the time clock here, Cade.
2-by-2 set. Moss takes the snap, hands it to Odin again. Odin trying to get the first. He's not going to get it. Only gets 2. Timeout, Hawkeyes.
You know, when I said you could pepper in some, I didn't mean 3 straight runs to now give Iowa the ball back right before half, as Iowa is going to get this ball back with about 1:30, and they've got 2 timeouts to their own credit.
Fielded out to 25 is the punt. Tough return by Manny Mercy out to near the 40-yard line. If I'm Iowa, this playbook's open.
If I am Iowa, there's only one thing you do here. Who's covering Kane Harris, and how do I get him that ball?
3-by-1 set. Murphy in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Hangs in the pocket. Fires it over the middle of the field. Wide open on a crossing route. He said his name. It's Kane Harris. 20 yards on the reception, up to 150 on the night.
Hey, what can I say? In the offseason, I decided to pick up a little bit of sideline work. So, you know what? I've picked up a little bit of ball knowledge. I get lucky every once in a while. Most times I get immediately told wrong, but that is exactly what you do right now. Kane Harris has been unstoppable all night. How do you not go and give him the ball?
Yeah, broken clock's right twice a day. 2-by-2 set. Murphy in the shotgun. Has the screen pass to Styles on the left side. He's got some good blockers. Cuts it upfield. Spinning through tacklers. 7-yard gain.
And at this point, I'm not even worried about even starting to use my timeouts. I'm just about on the cusp of field goal range. First down, I'd feel comfortable being in field goal range. At this point, my goal is taking clock down and getting out of here.
2-by-2. Play action for Murphy. Fires it to the left side. Overshoots everybody. 3rd and 3 coming up.
That had a man open, had a little entanglement there. Puts the ball a little bit too far out ahead and a little out of bounds. I do not hate the aggressive attempt there.
2 backs in the backfield with Murphy. Calls his own number on the read option. Running it to the right side. He's not going to get there. Loses 2 on the play. 4th and 5. The clock is going to run.
Now the question is, do we see them come out and drain this clock out and kick it? Or do we see maybe take the aggressive attempt here? You still got 2 timeouts. You stick LSU in just about no man's land, and right on cue, that they do, as they're going to come out and risk it for the biscuit.
Yeah, I'm not shocked they're going for this 3-by-1 set. Murphy in the shotgun. But it looks like they are going to bleed almost all of this clock out. So we'll probably have one play after this, unless they're going to think that this is the Hail Mary formation. I love this decision by Iowa because, again, LSU gets the ball at half. Okay, you don't want to give them any time here to potentially double up and basically erase this 10-point lead that Iowa currently has. Murphy takes the snap, fires it to the left side, checking it down, breaking tackles. It's Leo Talfetti, and he only gets 4, and there's still 2 seconds on the clock.
Hey, Cade, what's that adage? Throw short, stay what?
Throw short, you stay short, and that was a lollipop throw by Bojack. You just gotta look at that and go, what are we doing? And now Tavon Moss and LSU have the chance. Oh, not Bojack, excuse me. It's not Bojack, but it's Declan Murphy. Sorry. Throw by Declan. Yeah, wrong game. I'm watching the A&M game on my phone. Moss in the Hail Mary formation, stepping right, throws it as far as his arm will take him into traffic. Knocked away by Xavier Ziegler. 0's on the clock. 1 half down, 1 to go. The Iowa Hawkeyes lead the LSU Tigers 28-14. You are watching the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports on YouTube. It was a very interesting, very, very fun half, Dom. Why don't you take us through it a little bit?
Yeah, so I imagine coming in here and saying that Iowa was all gas, no brakes, and they were making the right decisions and playing their brand. It almost feels like the second quarter got away from Iowa on the whole, and LSU was starting to take advantage. Iowa was pedal to the metal, making all of the right decisions and getting it going. But then LSU stormed back, got some stops on defense, offense started working out, and I mean, what can you say? I mean, minus Leo getting his first career catch on that 4th down. That 4th down almost proved to be disastrous. If that ball bounces any other way, Cade, that's a walk-in touchdown at half with LSU getting the ball. And if we look at these stats, Iowa's leading a little bit in the passing yards, taking advantage of it on the ground. They've got the TOP. That turnover is going to loom for LSU. But I don't think if you're LSU, you're necessarily... I don't think you're freaking out right now. You're only down 10 points right now. You get the ball here coming out of half. Go make some magic.
Yeah, I mean, you saw the yardage totals right there well in favor of Iowa, including time of possession and the turnover battle as well in favor of Iowa. It's only a 10-point game. And so they start the half here with the football and the opportunity to get something back. 2-by-2 set, Moss in the shotgun. Takes the snap, calls his own number on the read option to the right side, and brought down for a 3-yard loss on the play. Ryan Dean, his first stop.
And, I mean, that is just a tackle full of spite. Normally when we see Tavon hold that ball, it's the right read, and that was the right read. Unfortunately, that man was just angry coming out of that backfield.
Moss takes the snap, fires it over the middle, into traffic, and into the hands of a Hawkeye defender. Second interception of the night. This one goes to Fritz Donlin.
And that's just the middle linebacker getting up and making a point-blank play. As soon as that ball is off the hands of Tavon, he is immediately already about 8 feet vertical in the air, saying, "Yeah, hey, I'll go ahead and take that. That's all mine." What a explosive start for the defense.
Declan Murphy now has the ball on the 25-yard line. Hands it to Styles, running it to the right side. Styles didn't follow his blocker, only gets 3 yards.
And chat over on Twitch, Texas A&M leads 17-10 over Clemson as they head into halftime. What a ball game taking place over on the Twitch.
Yeah, Clemson just had a missed field goal, and A&M had a Hail Mary chance, but they got sacked on the play. Murphy bootlegging it to the left side, dumps it off to the flat route, has Jackson Strong for 5 yards, sets up a 3rd and short.
I guess you could say he was strong through the contact there, Cade.
Yes, Mr. Puns. 2 backs in the backfield, 2 receivers to the top of the screen. Motion the outside receiver in, running the jet sweep to the right side, cutting it out, cutting it in, and walking his way into the end zone. Raheem Alvarez, touchdown, Hawkeyes.
And Brahim the Dream says, I can't just do it in the air. I got to get one on land. And that is just hard-nosed running, getting shifty, getting around the edge. Credit to the offensive line, sealing up the defense so he can get around there. And it was just walk in and jig into the end zone.
With 7:50 left in this third quarter, Iowa extends their lead over LSU to 17 points, 31-14, after the Tavon Moss interception, his second interception on the night, his fourth interception on the season. And if you're LSU, you need Moss to kind of settle in and settle down and give your guys a chance, do you not?
I almost feel like that was just a freak interception. Like, it was such bang, bang.
2x2 set, Moss hands it off to Odin. Odin doing a hurdle over a lane defender and gets 7 yards.
Yep, could have high-stepped it, decided to get a little fancy and put a little stank on it and get the hurdle over the down man. And that's just how you run with style.
2 tight ends to the top of the screen, two receivers to the bottom. Moss under center, stepping to his right, fires it into the sideline. Incomplete, great coverage on the back end.
And I think the would-be receiver is going to thank him on that. If he puts that ball on the money, that is almost a guaranteed hospital pass.
High formation here for Tavon Moss and LSU. Moss hands it to Odin. Odin running it to the left, cuts it back middle, breaking as many tackles as he can, but only gets a yard.
Odin drops Mjolnir on someone's chest, but still gets bound up by a murder of Hawkeyes.
LSU gonna punt it away here at the 7-minute mark. Fielded at the 30-yard line is Iowa to the 40-45. Good return here by Manny Mercy.
Actually, I do want to fact check that because I know it's a murder of crows. I wonder if a murder applies to. I wonder if that applies to hawks as well.
You don't need to say it, Frosty. I'm watching the game, okay? You don't need to say it.
I'm not watching the game. I'm being responsible in the booth. That was for me.
Well, I'm being responsible too, but I'm invested. 2 backs in the backfield for Iowa and Declan Murphy. 2 receivers to the bottom of the screen. Murphy calls his own number on the read option to the left side. Outruns the first defender. Can't outrun the second. 6-yard gain.
Tried his best to outrun anybody, but hey, when you've got great eyes and you've got that extra motor to get up there and get through it, that's a tackle that can't be denied.
A 3x1 set, Murphy in the shotgun. Takes the snap, read option up the middle again, but this time LSU's there. Only a yard on the play for Declan Murphy.
I was getting ready to say, I was like, really, a kettle of hawks? Was that the correct terminology? But then because we were cooking, almost had me in the first half, not gonna lie.
2 receivers to the top, 2 backs in the backfield with Murphy. Fires it downfield behind the defense. 10-5 touchdown. That's 46 yards, his second touchdown of the night.
Oh, wait, it was the correct term, and clearly we are raising Cain here in Death Valley. Shout out to Raising Cain being from LSU, as the Hawkeyes are just putting it on.
And with 6:12 left in the game, Iowa leads LSU 38-14. At what point do the warning bells start going off for LSU?
After that pick.
You think?
Well, seeing as that pick just put points on the board, yeah, I'd say cause and effect would say, hey, we're now down 24. It's time to get something into motion. Clearly you can't really trust the run game to get it done for you. You almost don't really want to trust the arm of Tavon, but something's got to give somewhere here, Cade.
Moss, 2x2 set. Takes the snap, getting blitzed, fires it to the left side and into his own sideline. Goes nowhere with that play.
I said, I feel like I'm beating a dead horse here. I mean, the exotic looks that Iowa's giving LSU is just putting them in a fit.
3x1, LSU. Moss takes the snap, fires it to the flat, finds Bob McRoberts, and gets planted. Lonely gets a yard on the play.
Yeah, Xavier Ziegler, I'm gonna go Ziegler. If I'm incorrect, I'll get it.
It's Ziegler.
It is Ziegler. I trusted my gut there. I was like, I don't know. That's how it looks. But he's gonna come up regardless and lay the lumber. Wow, what a hit! And chat's already calling for the screen here on 3rd down.
3x1 set, Moss in the shotgun. They are running the screen. They got it to Kylan Odin. He's got some good blocks. Can he get the first? No, he can't. Gets up to a 4th and 2, but it is going to be another LSU punt.
I'm going to be real with you, Cade. I actually like the screen there. Like that's a good time to bring it out. You almost get the payoff on there, and just credit to the Hawkeyes. They are going to let you get in front of them. They're going to swarm to that ball with tenacity, and they're going to make you pay for it.
And good return by Manny Mercy, 11 yards on the return. A little update over on Twitch. A&M almost had a kick return touchdown. Hawk returned it for 67 yards. But we look at the Hawkeyes here, 38-14. It's just been an absolute clinic by Declan Murphy. I mean, at what point does this become the Bo Styles show?
Well, I mean, what's the adage? If it ain't broke, don't mess with it. If Murphy's
broke,
got the hot
it, yeah.
hand right now, keep letting him spread it across the yard.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't break it. 3-by-1 set. Murphy, read option up the middle, got some good blocks and running through defenders, 6 yards on the gain.
And I do want to bring a little fun stat to your attention, Cade. Manny Mercy has had 3 straight returns of 10+ yards. That is efficient on punts.
3-by-2 set. Murphy alone in the backfield. Design quarterback draw. Don't see that one very often. Breaks the tackle, gets up to a 3rd and inches.
He had it right, had to shake off through the line. Thought he was going to be sweet there, picking up the first, and just going to bring up a 3rd and Cade.
Yeah, I see 196 yards for Kane Harris. I mean, we've had some great offensive performances this week, but I can pretty much guarantee he's going to be on the ballot. And through two backs in the backfield with Murphy, gets it to Bo Styles, and he has got the first down. Yeah, okay, so he's going to need to top 243 yards and 4 touchdowns by Alexander Schultz. Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, there's still plenty of time left. That is a feasible feat here, Cade.
It's possible, but we don't know about probable. Murphy hands it to Styles. Styles up the middle, running through defenders, and takes a forearm to the chest for a 2-yard gain.
My boy looking like Josh Allen tonight. As a Dolphins fan, can I meet you in the middle and can I offer you a Caleb Williams instead? I don't like the Josh Allen.
As a Cowboys fan, I don't like. You know what? Not even going to talk about it. I know far more than Payne. 3-by-1 set. Murphy, read option to the right side, tries to run through the defender, can't get it done, sets up a 3rd and 4.
Over on Twitch, 3-yard touchdown pass to Spencer Beatty, his second. A&M takes a 24-13 lead with 5:14 in the 3rd.
2-by-2 set. Declan Murphy in the shotgun with Bo Styles. Murphy takes the snap, screen pass to Styles. Can he get it off? He does. He's got a ways to go. LSU running through the blockers. Styles trying to get it. He's not going to get it. Sets up a 4th and 1, and Iowa's going to go.
I was getting ready to say, call me crazy. You're in no man's land. Risk it for the biscuit and see if you can go 1 for 2 on 4th.
2-by-2 set. Murphy motions his tight end from left to right. Takes the snap. Hangs in the pocket, dumps it off to his back. Manny Mercy out of the backfield, toe tapping his side to the first down, 4 yards on the catch.
And see, that's what that 4th down before the end of half should have looked like. They came back to the locker room, looked at it on the tape, and said, no, we've got to get better on that, and that's how you do it.
2 backs in the backfield with Murphy. Hands it to Mercy, running it to the left side, and the Tigers see it the whole way, bringing him down.
And see, and that right there is why you can't rest on your laurels as Gentry's going to pick up his 4th tackle. You can't get complacent and just think it's going to be a running game affair. Murphy is efficient. You've got to let his hot hand feed.
2-by-2, Murphy in the shotgun, fires it to Styles out of the backfield, showing that he can catch it too, and he's got the first down.
And that's just a textbook mismatch there. Running back on the linebacker. Linebacker's going to get caught slinging him forward, and he's going to give him the first down there on that tackle.
2 backs in the backfield, 2 receivers to the top. Murphy, read option to the left side. He's got good blockers, running through tacklers. He's reaching for another first down.
Looked a little short to me, but hey, the traveling team brings their refs, and they're going to give them the league spot there.
2-by-2 set. Murphy in the shotgun. Hands it to Styles again. Styles gets 2 yards. LSU's all over it, but man, this nickel and diamond offense is working wonders for the Hawkeyes.
I mean, Cletus Cloudfeather's going to pick up a 7th tackle. I mean, like you said, they're saying incredibly balanced right now. At this point, play your brand. Let the clock run.
Murphy calling his audibles. He takes a snap. Fires it to the right side. Finds big Leland Everett. 3 yards on the catch. Is that Everett's first catch of the night?
Indeed, it is. It has been a quiet night for the tight ends, for sure. And when you've got the names of Everett, Strong, and Jeffrey, you've got options.
Yeah, for a man like Leland Everett, who walked off the game against A&M last week, you'd think that they'd get him going more, but haven't gotten it to him yet. Murphy stepping to his right side, and he is dropped. Sacked on the play, 7-yard loss by Jay Reed. Give that one to the coverage as well.
And a 45-yard touchdown pass over on Twitch to Jimbo Hawk as A&M goes up 31-3 with 4:09 left in the third.
I saw that typed, and I wanted to say it so bad.
I know I was going to, but I was like, do I take the risk?
Oh, I'm going to take the risk. Got to give that Hawk spit on that thing. Yes, sir.
And it's a good thing we won't see you next week back here in the booth. And the field goal is up off the leg of Kylie Eaton as she's going to push the lead to 41-14. Iowa is rolling right now.
Frosty's a degenerate like the rest of us, and that's why he put it in the chat. So if it blame anybody, blame him. With just over a minute left, LSU is on. That's how Mike told you the update. Dear God, I've rubbed off on him badly on Twitch.
And see, this is why I stay down here. My degenerate self runs the degeneracy for the CFSL After Dark on YouTube.
Frosty, I have never rizzed anybody enough. There is never too much rizz. 3x1 set. 3x1 set. Tavon Moss motions to a 2x2. Moss takes the snap. Hangs in, stepping to his right, fires it over the middle, has his receiver on a crossing route. Lewis Faircloth for 9 yards.
No riz on that one, just straight facts, and that was a perfect pass by Tavon Moss. Ugh, you know what? I feel yucky now.
2x2 set. Moss in the shotgun. Fires it to the right side. Diving for that one was Michael Cole. What a play by the corner.
And, I mean, he just laid it all out there. What a effort.
2 receivers to the top, 2 to the bottom. Moss under center. Moss hands it off to Odin. Odin running it up the field, and forward progress is going to give him the first down. Not sure what happened there on the end of it.
Yes, right on cue. The Cole baby. You know what? Honestly, I'd like to say from the booth to the field, Michael Cole does all.
3x1. Moss under center. Fires it across the middle of the field. Wide open on that one is big Bob McRoberts. 16 yards, trying to get his hand in the cookie jar on this drive.
I mean, 6 catches, 51 yards. I mean, the man is putting in the effort. He has not dropped a pass. He is the textbook efficient tight end that you're looking for. I mean, he's shaking would-be's off him, saying, I don't think so. The man's got to get into the end zone. Man deserves his cookies tonight, Cade.
Sitting at a 27-point lead right now for Iowa. LSU still has time to turn something around. Moss taking a deep shot down the sideline, had his receiver and overthrew everybody. Incomplete pass.
No, that wasn't to anybody. He skipped past that to the cute girl up front. I saw that.
Well, Moss needs to save the flirting for after the game. Hands it to Kylan Odin right side, only gets 2, sets up a 3rd and 8.
What are you talking about? Shooters shoot. It don't matter the situation. You see it, shoot it.
Shooters do shoot. That was always my line. And with 1 quarter left to go, LSU's got a lot of shots left to take. 41-14 Iowa leads. You are watching the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports on YouTube. Get those 4s in chat. .37-yard line going in are the LSU Tigers. 2x2 set. Moss in the shotgun. Has the screen pass to the left side and tipping it, knocking it down. Nearly intercepted by the lineman, but it is going to be an incomplete pass. LSU's going for it on 4th.
Kate, I'll tell you right now, you mentioned shots. If you're at the front row in Iowa, you are throwing down shots right now.
2x2 set. Moss. Deep shot down the sideline into the hands of his receiver. Daxton Bliss behind everybody. Touchdown, Tigers.
Hey, risk it for the biscuit. You needed that throw, and what a throw by the senior, letting his man get behind him, and that's just textbook by Daxton Bliss Jr. Man, I can already hear the band firing up neck. It's a little bit too late for that, but you're not going to stop the activity here in this stadium as the extra point is up. It is good, and Iowa now leads by 20, 41-21 with 8:52 left in the fourth.
Realistically, there's still plenty of time to where LSU, should they try to complete this comeback, they really don't even need to rely on an onside kick. There's way too much time. They just need to get some 3 and outs. And we've seen that they've shown the capability to do that, just not on a consistent basis.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that so well, but now here's the other side of that coin. You've got a team in Iowa who is as efficient in keeping it balanced on the air and in the ground. In the air, on the ground. Let's flip those words. They are textbook. They're time grinders. It's going to be hard to get this ball back.
3-by-1. Murphy, read option to the right side. There's no one there. Getting good blocks. Murphy stumbling forward for a 7-yard gain.
The turf monster gets him. He gets a little cattywampus. Turf monster snatches the ankle. Says, "Come on down. Let's talk about this."
2nd and 3. 2 receivers to the top. Tight end receiver to the bottom. Pump fake Declan Murphy. Hangs in the pocket. Fires it deep down the sideline. Into traffic. Knocked away by Harley Ryder.
And Harley was trying to ride off into the sunset with that one and try to make a change. Ball is just going to bounce off and fall to the turf.
2-by-2 set. Murphy in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Dumps it off to Bo Styles out of the backfield. Little boy snap defender throwing him off for an 8-yard gain.
I mean, Bo knows ball, and that is just a Bo-inspired type of impact there. Cletus Codfelter is going to pick up his 8th tackle on the evening.
3-by-1 Murphy. Hands it to Styles, running it to the right side. He's got some lead blockers. He's got the sideline, 15 yards on the run.
Like I said before the start of this drive, Cade, I mean, Iowa is so good at staying balanced in the air and on the ground. There was time for LSU, but Iowa can really do some clock damage here and make it hard if they put points on the board for LSU to come back.
3-by-1 set for Declan Murphy. Calls his own number on the read option up the middle. Breaks one tackle. No other defenders there until he's well past the first down and into the red zone. 25 yards for Declan Murphy.
And Declan declares a first down and says, "I pity you for thinking you're gonna tackle me in the open field." Just does a perfect job of taking Billy Davis to the turf and saying, I don't think so. And no, I'm not going with these Josh Allen comparisons. Stop that.
No, Josh Allen is something else. 3-by-1 set. Murphy fires it to the right side on the sideline and just a little bit out of bounds.
Yeah, that was just a sketchy ball to try to place in any kind of spectrum. Had 2 defenders there. That ball is off kilter. That is a pick.
2 receivers to the bottom. Jet sweep to the right side. Tigers are all over it. Brykeem Alvarez only gets a yard. A.J. Lucier on the stop.
And Lucier is not going to get fooled on that one. He said, I've already seen this. You scored last time. Get to the turf.
2-by-2 set. Murphy in the shotgun. Takes the snap. LSU's only bringing 3. Murphy finds a wide open receiver. Hasn't been targeted much, but he gets the touchdown. Leland Everett. Touchdown, Hawkeyes.
Hey, Cade, what I normally like to say? Big boy tight ends making what?
Big boy plays.
And there ain't a bigger play than a big boy touchdown right there. Talk about a technical thick 6, if you don't mind, as I was going to pretty much take the L out of Lover and go up by 28 points with 7 minutes left here in the fourth.
You know, one of the things that I saw on that last stat line was that Declan Murphy sitting at 22 of 27, 5 incomplete passes all day. He has as many incomplete passes as he does touchdowns.
I mean, that's just what you call an efficient day. When you are on the road, you expect that number to be a lot bigger than that. But the man is just out here seeing everything.
2-by-2 motion to a 3-by-1. Moss takes the snap, fires it over the middle into traffic and knocked away by the Hawkeyes.
Tavon is trying to do anything to will this team to a rally, trying to fit the ball where it shouldn't be, and that's just the credit. Tavon can make those big plays in tight windows. This defense is making him work for it.
Moss takes the snap, fires it deep down the sideline into coverage, and going up and getting it, but he's out of bounds is the receiver.
What a big effort that ends up for nothing. Wow, what a almost head top.
I thought he was in. 2x2 set. Moss waiting to take the snap. Motions Daxton Bliss in from the outside to the inside receiver. Moss takes the snap. Odin on the screen pass to the short side of the field. Does he have the blockers? No, he doesn't. Only 8 on the play. 4th and 2. Do the Tigers go, or are they conceding? Looks like they're going to concede this one.
You know, Cade, call me crazy, but incomplete passes stop the clock. Am I tripping?
No, but it wasn't an incomplete pass. It was a screen pass.
No. The previous incomplete out of bounds downfield. The clock was still rolling.
Oh, I have no idea. I don't know anything about football. I'm just here.
Yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure the clock's supposed to stop. And I'm looking, like, the clock's rolling. What?
I don't know. I don't know what football is. 2 backs in the backfield. Murphy takes the snap. Hangs in the pocket. Dumps it off to Leland Everett in the flat route. Catches it, but goes nowhere on the play. Brought down for a no gain on the play.
Hey, that's a 10-yard stretch for nothing. That's how I look at that.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're Iowa, that's what you want to be doing right now. You want to get this clock out. 27-point lead with 5:50 left in the game. Murphy triple option. The pitch man got taken down, so it's going to be a keeper. Only gets 3, maybe 4.
No, I mean, you said it right. I mean, that's exactly what you want to do. Go ahead. You are already up. Get this clock going. Get out. Everybody from the front row is going to move down to Jimmy Dean's, maybe some Hawkeye Sports Bar and Grill afterwards for coffee. They are trying to get out.
Murphy taking the snap, fires it to the right sideline into traffic and over the head of the corner. Dante De La Vega, his second catch of the night, gets his feet in bounds. First down, Iowa.
You know, we said keep it on the ground and take the clock down, but Declan's like, you know what? I'm having fun here. Let's go ahead and dare you to stop me.
3 receivers to the top of the screen, 1 back in the backfield with Declan Murphy. Murphy hands it to Styles, running it to the left side, a long stretch play. Breaks 1 tackle, breaks a second, and gets shoved out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
And Cletus Clodfelter had to run the long way across the field to go and get him. Gets shaken off, but what a effort by the linebacker.
3-by-1. Murphy read option to the left side and goes nowhere. Loses yards on the play. Cletus Clodfelter again, his first TFL.
Will not be denied that time. Got disrespected and said, let me get that back. Now, Cade, fun stat that I just saw pop up on the tracker. Iowa is now 200 yards on the ground tonight.
That's with them losing yards on that play. 2-by-2 set. Murphy has Manny Mercy on the screen pass to the left side. Breaks 1, can't break the second. Losing yards on the play again. The Tiger defense really has woken up.
When in doubt, screen it out. Went nowhere, had nothing doing. But you know what? At this point, if you're the Hawkeyes, you just about can't do anything wrong. I mean, you're just out here having fun, and wow, this might start to feel a little personal if you're a Tiger fan, Cade.
3-by-1 set. Murphy takes the snap. Fires it deep down the middle, behind the defense again. They're holding it on. Coming over from the defensive side. Or is it, excuse me, is it? Yeah, he's a corner. Xavier Ziegler with the touchdown.
Definitely Ziegler, but yes.
Ziegler, okay.
Now you did it.
Xavier Ziegler.
No, but either way, look, I'm of the adage, if you can't stop me, that's not my problem. It is 4 quarters of play for a reason. But, man, I got to be honest with you. If there's some post-game scrummage, I personally get it. Got to be feeling some kind of way to be disrespected at home when nothing just seems to work, as Billy Davis is going to return that out for 22 yards.
4 minutes and 12 seconds left in this one. It is a 34-point lead for the Iowa Hawkeyes. Up against the ropes, dazed and confused, is this LSU offense. Moss has it to Odin on the right side on the screen pass, only gets a yard.
I don't know if dazed and confused is the right word. It's more like you've taken a couple Tua shots here, and you are trying to do anything to hang on until the clock hits 000.
Well, the bell has not rung yet, so they're going to keep fighting. Moss, 12-step drop, dumps it off on the drag route, gets Mikey Fusaro, haven't called his name in a while, only for 2 yards.
I ain't hear no bell ring. That is the type of attitude that they are generating on this field tonight, as Aaron Skinner picks up his 5th tackle.
3-by-1 set. Moss takes the snap, fires it to the right side, into traffic, into the hands of Daxton Bliss Jr.
Hey, I respect that. I respect that I would have kicked, but immediately called out saying, don't you be lying.
Don't you be lying.
Like, we know your
yeah,
style of calling.
We've all played Madden. We've all played college football. We all get to the point where we're like, I'm gonna run it up. Yeah, trust me, because I do the same thing.
What is punting?
The punters aren't people. I formation for Tavon Moss. Takes the snap, fires it across the middle on a drag route. Lewis Faircloth, 6-yard reception.
And he's going to pick up his 4th on the game. Faircloth's not been having a bad performance, averaging almost a first down per catch. I mean, that is a good quality target.
3-by-1 set. Moss in the shotgun. Hands it off to Odin. Odin up the middle, fighting for tough yards. Gets the first down.
And over on Twitch, a 13-yard touchdown pass to Anthony Weston. Aggies go up 38-13 with 4:06 left in the 4th.
I can breathe a little bit of a sigh of relief. It got close there for a while.
No, you can't.
High formation, Moss under center. Takes the snap, hands it off to the right side. Running through defenders is Jalen Whitaker. Tough 10-yard gain.
You said it. What a absolute hard run. And you don't normally see those kind of aggressive runs out of a receiver.
No, you really don't. Normally it's first contact and they drop, but Whitaker's showing why he should be getting the ball more. 3-by-1 set. Moss fires it over the middle. Wide open is Bob McRoberts. He's trying to get his cookie, but it's only going to get into a 1st and goal.
Cookie.
No, you gotta say it like Cookie Monster. The cookies.
Sir, I don't feel comfortable being next to you in these boots. I think we should see other people.
You're never gonna get rid of me.
Unfortunately.
Moss under center, 3-by-1 set. Takes the snap, fires it out of the back of the end zone. Everyone covered, still wants to get into the end zone, playing it safe.
You know, Ken, I think I speak for all when at this point I'd say give Big Bob his touchdown here.
2-by-2 set. Moss in the shotgun, motions McRoberts from right to left. Moss drops back, hangs in, fires it to the right side, hits the back of the security guard, and it is going to be a 3rd and goal.
And that is a possible aggravated battery charge. That man went down like a sack of potatoes on contact.
3-by-1, Moss takes the snap, fires it to the left side, caught by McRoberts, inside the 5, he's not down, now he's down. 4th and goal for LSU.
What else do you have to lose? Come out and let it fly. I like the energy here.
2-by-2 set. Moss in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Screen pass to Kylan Odin. Got it to Odin. Can he get the blockers? Can he get there? Yes, he can. Touchdown. Figures.
Not who we wanted it to go to, but you know what? If you're a Tiger fan, you're going to be happy to see points on the board regardless, as LSU is going to find a way to score late on the 4th down magic. Meanwhile, over on Twitch, Texas A&M is going to scoop and score by who else? Miles Shakur, as they go up 45-13 with 3:19 left.
I just watched the play. It was a beautiful hit stick fumble by our nose tackle in the open field. It was awesome. Onside kick here for LSU. It's going to be recovered by Iowa right into the hands of Alex Jeffrey. And with 1:39 left, Iowa's going to get into ball control and bleed this one out.
And Neil knows ball. Declan put in a vintage Doug Hull performance tonight. What a callback.
2 tight ends to the bottom of the screen. Bo Styles up the middle, 4-yard gain.
And, you know, at this point, I'd like to get out here and safely say I think that they're just going to keep it on the ground and get out of here. But we've already seen enough dissatisfaction here.
3 receivers to the top of the screen. Murphy, read option. Actually, it's going to be a triple option. Got the pitch off, got blockers. First down on the run, Declan. That's going to go down as a pass, I guess. Might have been a forward pass, but either way, it's a first down Iowa.
No, that's definitely a forward pass for sure. And see, I told you we'd get one more through the air by hook or by crook. Iowa said it's not over till it's over.
I ain't hear no bell. We still got stuff we got to work on. What y'all don't understand is this is just out of conference. We still got 5 weeks of conference play left where teams like Iowa really want to make a name for themselves. Styles running it to the right side, lowers his shoulder through defenders, only gets a yard, and that will likely do it as we're under 10 seconds. We are at zeros on the clock. The Iowa Hawkeyes come into LSU and defeat the LSU Tigers 55-28. Dom, wrap it up for us.
Like I said, it is a party at Front Row tonight. Hawkeyes came into Death Valley, and they just got it done. 457 yards, solo dolo by the effort of Declan Murphy. And, I mean, just look at his stat line. 359, almost 100 yards on the ground. Man had a performance in Death Valley and said, I fear no man. Both teams are going to head into conference play. LSU's going to lick their wounds looking in, and Iowa's looking to be a force to be reckoned with. Hats off to both teams tonight.
A great top 15 matchup here. My name is Cade Padgett. Joining me in the booth has been Dominic Barfield, a.k.a. Umbreon Untamed. Thank you to our executive producer, Mike Peters. Thank you to our associate producer, Austin Crow. Thank you to the best broadcast crew in all of Sim Leagues. You have been watching the Iowa Hawkeyes beat the LSU Tigers. Go get some food, go get some water. Join us at 8:30 as the Oregon Ducks in the fabled triple option travel to Lincoln, Nebraska to take on the Nebraska Cornhuskers. See y'all in a little bit. Don't go anywhere.